If enough good liberals, whoever is out there, that if you are just a good borderline liberal or someone who's not particularly political, you just have to not vote for Democrats right now. You must vote for Republicans for now, and then we can pick up the pieces after. That's where we're at. So I want to link that to one of the things that I've been talking about a lot over the last month, something from Bill Maher. As you know, he was on the Joe Rogan podcast a couple weeks ago, and even he is actually starting to get it, and I am really doing my best to push him to fully accept the truth.
I mean, I say this all the time because the percentage of graft keeps getting higher and higher. Now, we found out recently that something like, I'm going to get the number wrong. Maybe you can look it up on your magic light box, but like 20%, I think, of the unemployment checks we passed out during COVID were complete fraud.
A mere pittance.
The PPP.
Yeah, oh my God. So many people got arrested for having Lamborghinis and shit.
Right. I mean, J.K. Rowling got money.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, for her Broadway show.
What?
Because if she didn't, she'd be living in her car, Joe.
She got money from that? That's hilarious.
Everybody got money.
That
Tom Brady got.
So crazy.
And like, when you look at some of the percent, and like the number for to build a house for the homeless in L.A. has risen to $837,000.
A mere pittance, Bill Maher. A mere pittance from these greedy billionaires out there. We need to tax them all.
If I'm complaining about that, again, to your point about a Republican idea, people would say, you're complaining about government spending money. And my answer is, okay, but is there any number at which point I am not tipped over into the Republican side,
right,
that I can't complain about money that is just being stolen?
Right.
I mean, I totally, as a good liberal, I totally accept the notion that, as someone once said, you cannot transfer money except with a leaky bucket. I get it. It can't be perfect. But is it not?
20%.
But is there no number for which I cannot remonstrate against this?
He's so close. No, Bill, there is no number. Your guys, the guy that you supported, Joe Biden, the party that you support, there is no number that will ever be enough. They make up the numbers. They pour money onto all of these programs that destroy the very place that you live in Los Angeles, that has been destroyed by homelessness and drug use and crime. They usher in all of those things. And I get it. He's saying, in essence, he's saying, I'm a guilty liberal, so I still want to do these things. Get over it, man. Like, you gotta get over it. Otherwise, they will all show up at your multi-million-dollar house one day. That's just how it is. And you'll have no one to blame but yourself when you call the police and say, boy, there's an awful lot of Antifa people and homeless people and everything else climbing over the gate right now. I mean, I'm very upset about this. Also, I just want to say one sort of side thing, and maybe this is me at 45 years old. As I said, it is middle age. What can I do? And I guess having become a little more conservative over the years, but there's something about watching people smoke pot and have a conversation that seems very sort of gross to me. I'm not against pot, and occasionally I smoke some weed and I watch Seinfeld and I go to bed. That's pretty much my pot experience these days, and people can smoke pot for any reasons they want. But there's something about, like, you got two guys here who are pretty freaking influential in the world. What's the reason that they have to get stoned to have that conversation? I don't know. I sound like a stodgy I sound like Mr. Burns or something. Shit!